Harry Palmer. Number 49 from Germany, Joris Hoffmann.
T100 London as a wildcard. Wow, what an experience. And I do have to apologise yet again for the delay in production of videos. Essentially, it has been a long process, 4.5, nearly 5 months, where I've been bubbling away in the background buying my first house. And I have finally moved in. So it's been an incredibly stressful experience, and the last few weeks been trying to get settled. This actually isn't my house, this is my mate's house, because I am having to work at his to use his Wi-Fi because I haven't got Wi-Fi sorted in my my new house, and there's no signal whatsoever, so I can't even hotspot off my phone. So yeah, things are going well, but super exciting. Really appreciate the patience from everyone in me getting these videos out, and now that there's a massive weight off my shoulders with the fact that I've moved, everything like that, fingers crossed I will be able to get some more consistent training videos out, racing videos out, pain cave videos out as well. That's something that we're going to focus on, which is going to be really exciting. But without any further ado, let's talk about T100 London, and we've also got some really exciting races coming up at the back end of the season. Wow, the body's tired, but there's no time to rest. But before that, here's the sponsor of this video. Hey everyone, this video is sponsored by The Running Algorithm, your one-stop solution to run coaching. The Running Algorithm connects to your Strava and gives you a training plan for anything from 5K all the way to marathon. Now, you know that your schedule can change. You may end up needing to skip a session, or you may just end up running with a friend and potentially doing a little bit extra. Well, the Running Algorithm will adapt and adjust your plan so you continue to stay consistent and progressing towards your PB. So please head over to www.therunningalgorithm.com and use code HARRYPALMER, all capitals, to receive a free 3-month extended trial while the team at The Running Algorithm continue to add some really exciting features. So thanks so much to the team at The Running Algorithm for sponsoring this video. Thanks so much to you guys for continuing to support the channel. And without any further ado, let's crack on with the video. So let's talk about T100 London. It was always going to be a really ambitious task to race a T100 2 weeks after an Ironman, and I just had no idea how the body was going to respond, but I couldn't say no because I've wanted a wildcard slot for one of these T100 races for blimmin' ages, and so I was like, well, I have to take the opportunity. It's not perfect timing, but rarely things in life are perfect timing, are they? You know, bring it back to buying this house. I was meant to get the keys 2 months ago, and I've only just recently got them. That was perfect timing 2 months ago, and now it's really stressful and it's not perfect timing, but it is what it is. You just got to make do and figure it out on the way, and that's essentially what I've been trying to do with everything at the minute. And I just knew that there was a possibility I could have a good result, but there was also a very strong possibility that I could feel terrible. And well, from the result you can see it was the latter. I felt useless all day, but nevertheless I think it was still the right decision to make to embrace that opportunity. You know, these opportunities don't come around all the time, and I feel like if I would say no to this opportunity, then the T100 would probably be like, well, we won't offer Harry another one in the future, and that's not the person I want to be. I want to be someone who takes these opportunities when they come to them, and like I said, just figure it out on the day. And so anyway, the whole experience was great. I mean, I've got to say a massive thanks to the T100 for the whole experience, you know, like it's pretty surreal. You get put up in a really nice hotel. You have these mechanics that bend over backwards for you, and I almost felt guilty asking them to do things to my bike. It's like, bloody hell, these guys are, putting in an absolute shift here. Everyone's just amazing. It's really cool to be around the other athletes. I mean, like, it was the first time that I had actually met Sam Long in person. That was really, really cool. So it's like to meet people like that I've been following for such a long time is a really nice experience. And then to be around, you know, sponsors like Precision Fuel and Hydration were there. It was great to see the guys from there. And just, yeah, there was a really good vibe around the race, the whole kind of race weekend, which I thought was really, really cool. But anyway, let's cut straight to the chase and talk about race day. 2:45 in the afternoon. I've got to be honest, not a fan. Not a fan of starting in the afternoon. I understand why it had to happen that way. But yeah, if I can get the race done in the morning, I will happily do that. I think like the perfect timing for me, I think 7 o'clock is too early. But like 9 to 10 o'clock, maybe even stretch to 11, that's perfect timing. Any later than that, it's not great. So yeah, I did think, what am I going to do for fueling? So I just have my regular breakfast kind of twice almost, which I actually in hindsight I don't think was, well, it was the only idea I kind of had at the time, and I figured it would work, and it didn't really work. Didn't feel great, but that also wasn't the main reason why I didn't feel great. It was definitely the Ironman in the legs. But anyway, we start the swim on the pontoon, and it's actually probably the race, the only race this year where I haven't been beaten the shit out of in the first couple hundred meters. And I think it's because there's just less guys on the start line. There's like 20, 21 guys. And so everyone's got a bit of space, so everyone's a bit more like chilled. Whereas when you've got like 60 guys on the start line, it's just like, right, here we go. It's a bum fight. So I knew that I was kind of starting in the middle because the higher ranked athletes, they get first dibs on where they start, and generally the better athletes will start further out, so left or right hand side, and then the worst athletes, like myself, start right in the middle. But it wasn't actually that bad. Like I said, I was starting next to Jack Hutchins, and I knew that he's got great get out speed, so I was like, well, I'm just going to attach myself to his feet, and he'll probably have a good swim, and I'll have a good swim, and, you know, happily ever after. And actually, the swim wasn't too bad. I just kind of didn't feel great, but my swimming hasn't actually been that great this season anyway, so I wouldn't say it was down to the Ironman. I would just say my swimming's actually not been great this season. It's something I really need to figure out. The Aussie exit was interesting, and I've actually got a photo of me diving in, which was, I mean, I got a lot of height, but I don't think I got much length. Tom Daly would be proud of me for that one. So yeah, and then got back in, and heart rate's through the roof, and you're struggling for breath. But it was really cool. And getting out with a decent group. Like, I did get out with some good guys. You know, obviously got out with just behind the winner, Hayden Wild, the eventual winner, Hayden Wild. Got out with the likes of, you know, Jack Hutchins. You had Nicholas Mann there. So I was in pretty good company. I didn't have the best swim in the world, but it was okay. It was average. And got on the bike, and I was like, well, this is where I'm going to try and do some damage. And I'm going to try and ride as hard as I can. And generally in a 70.3, I get on the bike and I feel great, and I can put out power straight away. Like 360, 370, 380 watts is no problem, and I almost have to rein myself back a little bit. Here, I felt like I was sprinting, felt like I was trying as hard as I could, and like I couldn't get above 320 watts, and I was like, oh yeah, this is okay. It will come to me. I'll keep working this hard, and eventually it'll feel good. And so I passed Jack Hutchins, I passed Nicholas Mann. I make my way towards some other athletes. I'm making my way through the field, and I'm thinking, yeah, you know what, this is going to start to feel good. I'm still very low on power, but I'm like, this is going to start to feel good. And it was the opposite. It just started to feel worse and worse. And then by lap 3, I could see everyone who I'd overtaken coming back to me. I could see Will Draper hooning it. There was nothing I could do there. And I was like, there is literally nothing I can do. The course was... I'm going to be kind by saying the course was interesting. there was lots of speed bumps and lots of bottle rockets, and I had some issues there. But yeah, when Draper came through at maybe lap 4 or 5, I was like, yeah, great, he's a good wheel to follow, and I literally couldn't even follow him. Like, my legs were just completely gone. And to kind of put into perspective how low on power I was, at Ironman Leeds, my normalised power was 311 watts. And in London, my normalised power was 308. So I was lower on power in Leeds, lower on power in London compared to Leeds, and it was 100k less. So that just puts into perspective how crap I felt. And it wasn't like I wasn't even trying. I was busting a gut to get those numbers out. So it was character building, I would say. So anyway, I get off the bike, and I know I'm not in a good position, and I know that I am feeling terrible. But I was like, well, I've got to finish. Number one, finish because the T100 actually pay you if you just finish and cross the line. Like, you get $2,000. So I was like, well, I'm gonna finish, and that pays for a new sofa in the new house. So I'll do that. And then I was like, well, also, like, it's only an 18k run. Like, I'll just suffer through it, and it is rubbish. And I did think, oh, my legs could come good, and it could be fine. Get off the run, and very quickly, again, similar to the bike, realise the legs are not good. Starting to run 340Ks, that felt like sprinting. I was like, oof, I need to be like 315, 320, so that's not so good. And very quickly turned into like 4-minute Ks. And just everyone came past me. I was like, this is somewhat embarrassing, but there's nothing I can do about it. It's not like I messed up my taper. It's not like I messed up my race strategy. It's just this opportunity came about. I took it, and I knew that this was going to be a risk, and that's exactly what happened. And my body just didn't show up on the day, and so I'm glad that I took the opportunity. But it was interesting. I mean, like, especially when Hayden Wild laps me on the run, and I'm just like, the camera guy was there, and I was like, mate, there's nothing I can do. It's just a little bit embarrassing, isn't it? So yeah, it was quite funny. It was quite funny, but no, I appreciate the opportunity so much, and so going forward, I've got another opportunity, T100 wildcard for French Riviera, which the course, I have no idea what the course is. Well, I know what the course is going to be like. I've not been on that course before. So it's an 80k loop, but one lap, and it should be really, really nice with one main climb. I think it's like 6k. So that would be really, really cool. I'm hoping that my legs come about for that, and that will leave me 2 weeks into Nice, where I'm prepping for Nice, about 50k away from Nice, like over into the mountains, so I can ride the bike course, and then I'll go down to Nice closer to the race day, and that will be me for the season. I've done so much racing that I feel like I need an early finish to my season, but I couldn't, like I said, I couldn't say no to these opportunities. Like, Leeds went well, so I wasn't going to say no to Ironman World Champs because it's like such a cool opportunity, so I'm going to take it. I'm not going to say no to these T100 opportunities, so I'm going to take them. But my body absolutely hates me right now. I feel like I'm on the brink of just my body being like, mate, I can't do this anymore. Like, you need to stop. So I'm just willing myself to keep going. I've got 1 month left of the season. I've got one more week of really hard training that counts for Nice. I've then got a week leading into T100 French Riviera, where fingers crossed I can actually show that I am not a complete potato. And then I've got a 2-week taper into Ironman World Champs. Then we are finished. So my body just needs to keep bloody going, but it is proving to be quite difficult. My body is screaming at me every single day, but I'm just trying to will it to keep going. If you want any specific kind of content or videos before either of those races, please also comment in the comments section below. Like I said, I'm going to try and dedicate a lot more effort to the channel once things have settled with the new house. and once I've got someone in place for content, because that will help me out massively. So that's it from me. Thanks so much for watching this video. I really appreciate the continued support, and I will see you in the next one.